Hello people, T-Reaper here, and today I'm going to go over the Detroit Lions schedule. So first of all, they'll start at Arizona. So one thing about Arizona, they obtained the first overall pick, Kyler Murray. But Detroit won by 14 at Arizona last year, and Arizona only beat two teams last year, San Francisco twice and Green Bay, which had a combined record of 10-22-1. Yeah, not good. And I say the Detroit Lions get the win at Arizona. Then they play the LA Chargers. LA, well, they made the playoffs last year, and dare I say it, Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. But Detroit has some dangerous receivers, but I still say this is LA's game to lose. I mean, they're just that good. Eagles, well, they made the playoffs last year and they have a better quarterback. I say they get this win. Now, Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, yeah, even though this is in Detroit, they have Patrick Mahomes, but the one thing, bright side for Detroit is that Kansas City doesn't have a very good defense. So they could torch their offense, but this is like as I said with LA, it's their game to lose. So the Packers, this is on the road. Rodgers is the second best quarterback in the NFC next to Drew Brees. We can have that argument later. But Detroit swept Green Bay last year, and I say Detroit does get the win this time around too. Now Vikings, this is definitely a big game, which Minnesota can win big games, but this is a home divisional game. And I say Detroit pulls off what is at that time an upset. So New York Giants, well, there is absolutely nothing good about the New York Giants. And, well, this is an easy win for Detroit. Now the Raiders, again, this is the same thing, but they had 3 first-round picks, and they used them all very well. But Detroit's a better, more experienced team, so I say the win goes to Detroit. Now, Chicago Bears. This is definitely a possible game for the Lions to snag a win. But I say they don't get it done. But Chicago made the playoffs last year. But the one thing that will help Detroit is the double doink. All you Bears fans will know what I mean. Cowboys. This is in Detroit. Dallas made the playoffs, but Detroit almost beat Dallas on the road last year. So I'm going to give the win to the Detroit Lions. Redskins. Now, Washington, as we saw last year, they have good depth at QB. They have, what's his name, Alex Smith, Colt McCoy. Those quarterbacks, they can do some damage. But Detroit's the better team. Now, they're going to lose to the Bears at home too. Same reasons I said earlier. But, okay, now the Vikings. I do think Detroit has a chance to win this game. Detroit's Matthew Stafford is slightly better than Kirk Cousins. As a Michigan State fan, it hurts to say that, but it's kind of true. And I say, even though Detroit did get the win earlier this season, I say he goes to the Vikings. Now, Buccaneers, I'm not even going to explain this. It's in Detroit. It's going to be a win. Broncos at home. You know, this is in Denver. They have Von Miller. A good defense. Detroit has a good offense. This is going to be a battle. But I say Detroit gets this job done against the No, I don't. The Broncos get the job done against the Lions. Okay, now, Green Bay Packers. Going to be a great game. Going to be really good. Going to be in Detroit. That last reason is the reason why the Detroit Lions will sweep the Green Bay Packers. So, as that being said, I think the Detroit Lions will go 9-7 and 3-3 in the NFC North. Now, I say, best case scenario, they go 14-2 with losses to Kansas City and LA. Both in Detroit. Yes, Lions fans, you heard that correctly. Best thing you can do is 14-2. But here's the other thing. The worst you could do is 2-14. With wins over New York Giants and Tampa Bay Bucks. So, really, you can go from one extreme to the other. You can go from the first overall pick to the first seed in the NFC. I'll let you decide that. So anyway, that concludes this episode of the 30-some part series. And I'll explain the 30-some part series right now. So basically, the 30-part series, the first 32 parts, obviously, are the schedules of the 32 NFL teams. The 33rd part would be the playoffs. The 34th part would be the postseason wrap-up and my actual playoff predictions. And the 35th part would be me reflecting on this entire thing and this entire playoffs. So that's 33 before the season, 1 between the season and postseason, and 1 after the whole thing. Tomorrow I will come out with, I'll let you decide. You can decide between Green Bay, Chicago, and Minnesota. And I will end the T Reaper video right now.